Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. Pastor Dowell here. A lot going on in the world, But nevertheless, that's not what this video particularly is about. And besides that, if you want personal information about what we're doing, to be able to make sure that our people is taken care of, and if you choose to be part of that, you can come over to my Patreon channel. And my Patreon channel, it's in the description down below, and get some cutting edge information on what we're doing, especially during this season right here, that will definitely advance you and your family. Because remember, people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge because they reject it. But the nature of this video is that, you know, Straitway is a powerhouse on the internet. And no matter what we do, no matter what we say, if we say right, somebody's going to say left. If we say up, somebody's going to say down. If it makes no difference. If we say the sun's shining, they say no, it's dark as hell. Y'all got to comprehend and understand something. Again, I cannot put more emphasis than anything on this. Everything that we do, we actually control a lot of people's lives. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm talking about the people who have a bad disposition towards us, toward all these enemies, you know, making all these videos. Most people are trying to do it to make a livelihood, and that's what they're doing. But, you know, a lot of people have got to understand out there, nobody's going to continue to keep saying what they want to say, and there's not going to be any consequences, especially without evidence. Nobody's going to get by with that. It just takes a little time. We'll get to them. I promise you that. We'll get to them. But nevertheless, I'm trying my best to make sure there's a defibrillator on our minds, especially those of us who are righteous. You need to stay your hand to the plow, because if you listen to somebody slandering, somebody defaming, you can just tell, you can feel it coming off the internet. You can feel it in the spirit, the malice and the ill will. These people don't have nothing else to do in life. I am their life. That's it. They're so offended that I am their life. I mean, you have to understand that. So these people are never, ever, ever going to stop, because they got the gift of gab. They can talk like this all day long. But all that's coming to an end. It is. But I can tell you this, man. You have to keep yourself in the love of Yah. You have to stay focused. And just because we talk about certain things, that don't mean that people out there are going to put a gag order of us. We just speak truth. That's what we are. We are a ministry of truth. That's why it's called the Straitway Truth Ministry. And if I'm not speaking the truth, of course, you know me. I'll be more than happy to get out here in a civil discussion and debate anyone on any subject or any topic that we just happen to believe in the ministry. But more than anything, you be encouraged. You keep yourself in the love of Yah. And, hey, we're looking for you to have safe travels and safe journeys as you hasten to get here for unleavened bread, Passover, and the Feast of First Fruits. We're going to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. We're already getting things ready out here on the land to be able to receive the saints of the Most High Yah. It's going to be a beautiful thing, especially since the Most High Yah has drained the swamp. I'm telling you, he has drained the swamp. And I noticed when I mentioned something about a reset some time ago, it's not only just a reset just in the ministry. If you look and see some of the things that are taking place, you could tell there's something going on. I would say you need to be focusing on, first of all, number one, your relationship with the Most High Yah. You need to make sure that you are not offended and you are not having that cancerous spirit that later on you're going to end up regretting the way that you jumped the gun because you've owned someone else's offense. That's not wise to own somebody else's offense. It really truly is not. You know, you can trust what people say to a certain point, but then after that you have to verify. You must verify what they are saying. And that's what's not going on today, is that a lot of people out here, there's a lot of false witnesses. The book says that. There's a lot of slanderers. There's a lot of envious and jealous people, and you can hear it in their speech because they're constantly or always in some type of nefarious way attacking. But hey, we got more to come in the days to come. But what I'm trying to do is to stay focused, And just because I speak about certain things doesn't mean that it's associated with certain people, because these people, they're totally irrelevant. They're gone, if you understand what I mean. They're out of our lives. But if there's something that even pertaineth in the slightest way to truth that needs to be brought out, then that's what we're going to do. So stay focused, stay the course, and remember to stay prayed up more than anything, because we got a fight that's going on. Now, what's going on with Straitway, you have to understand, you got to expect false witnesses, because think about this. They do their drive-bys and then they gone. They do their drive-bys, then they gone. They do their drive-bys, then they gone. That always happens in ministry. Look at how that they treated Yahshua. And you think about this. This man went about doing good, healing all the oppressed of the devil, and they still killed him. They killed him, a man that came to save souls, save people alive, and they still put him to death. And, you know, they say there's no war like a civil war. Well, that depends on who's at war. But you know what I mean? We are focused, laser focused, on the feast of the Most High Yah, because we got the turn of the new year coming in, and we are very serious about our soul salvation. So we can't, looking back is a distraction. And that's all that people have in their life, because they have nothing forward to look to, because their life is an example of the previous 10 years of what they've done. They have nothing to look forward to, because you cannot change and you cannot expect more out of yourself that you've never been able to do. And you're not going to make yourself available to do. You just simply can't do that. So be encouraged. Stay the course. And make sure that at the turn of this new year, that you are walking in the newness of life, and we're moving forward, moving on. And we got big plans this year for Straitway, as far as the ministry goes. It's going to be a really wonderful year. But you're going to have to put your hand to the grindstone. You're going to get out there and get busy with some of these right here. You're going to need some of these in order to get done what we got to get done. And that is a fact. And this is not a ministry for lazy people. Lazy people will not thrive in this particular ministry. Murmurers will not thrive in this ministry. Complainers, backbiters, haters of God, none of these people will. So you're going to continue to keep watching people, because they have nothing else better to do to make videos about Pastor Dowell. But you can be sure of this, that every tongue that rises up against us in judgment thou shalt condemn. But not only that, the law for the lawless, it's all coming down the pipe. Don't worry about it. Y'all be encouraged. The King is coming.